Hello everyone, welcome back, BogMod here. Last time, the big ultimate weapon was unveiled. The Tower of Babel is a killsat using Tower of Death that fires a death beam into the sky that is then reflected. There we are, see? There's a Tower of Babel. It brings down a big old smiting. It blew up an entire fortress. I don't know why these guys weren't robots, like Rufus was. I guess we're in the tower, probably planning our next move. We did liberate the city. We stopped Robo Rufus. He died, as robots do. See, it's starting to come down to a degree. Recover the remaining souls. Just went into the geofront. This one, too. It's for Ilya Platier. Take it to the hospital. She's in no danger. Need it for that. Doc sounds like Mio's surgery was a success. Alright. Now we need to decide our next move. Who knew that something like that would show up on Lake Elm? Yeah. I think all the workers that would have had to do that sort of thing. Well, I guess they have robots. See, it powers itself through the spirit veins. Reflected by comet shell satellites in the sky. Oh no! You don't have death beam technology in the Empire? Tragic. You realize it? Oh god. Okay. So you may say, why did I laugh out loud there? So, I made a joke, and it was honestly mostly a joke, because of a tendency in these games. I was like, I wonder how they're going to excuse nobody dying this time. And just, the fortress was empty. They were just stationed elsewhere. Not a single person was in the fortress. So even though it was utterly vaporized, leaving a giant hole in the world where the oceans were pouring in, no one died. Oh! Game. So this is my problem going into the other games, with some of the other games. They work so very hard to ensure that no matter how dire things seem to be or how big the stakes are, you can be assured no one got hurt, everything's fine. Like, how am I supposed to take the Death Tower seriously when it's like, oh... When you're just like, oh look, didn't hurt a single person. I'm not even convinced it wants to hurt anybody anymore. It's just, it's... Why? So that was nice. That was probably, I think Cold Steel, or not Cold Steel. The Crossbell games, the two Crossbell games. And Zero and Ezra were the last two where they were willing to be like, no, people can actually get hurt in these massive, important events that involve wars being waged and all that sort of stuff. It's just terrible. Shame that Mel Cass could fall so easily. So dumb. First comes to blast like that. It shows monstrous capabilities and served its purpose well. And he was reacting to that particular Calvert's. Passenger served in you, sir?
It feels like just yesterday that we were gathered to affirm Crossbell's independence. The speed with which you liberated your city was nothing short of astonishing. The many hardships that Crossbellans have endured have molded them into a most hardy people indeed.
I really hope, two things that I would really deeply want to see from the Calvard games that are coming up. One, they're willing to show people actually being at risk. That there could be, if they're like, oh yeah, no, cannons are going to try and shell the city, and they get those shots off and level the city. The city just didn't happen to somehow be empty or some weird crap like that. I don't need thousands to die every day. But if you're going to do a big, you're going to have a war, or a civil war, or big old terrorisms, or whatever, and the heroes don't get to stop it by the neck of their teeth, show me some consequence, okay? So I ask. I'm okay with the heroes stopping the bad thing from happening, but when you let the bad thing happen and then nothing comes of it, it makes it hard to care. Second thing I'd really like to see. Moving away from the protagonists are entirely puppets to somebody else's scheme. Cold Steel was terrible for that, and we have learned that this game is also operating under the same idea, thanks to this whole Elysium thing. You can have conflict without one side, or without outside factors completely controlling everything the protags do and manipulating them entirely as much as they want. It's all just two nice things.
We are hardly worthy of such praise. I truly regret that we've been unable to bring this crisis to a conclusion faster, Mr. President.
Roy Gramhart.
But it is good to have this line of communication open to us again. Now, I believe it would be wise to discuss how to address that new weapon of mass destruction that...
As it happens, we have already begun preparing our response. We have readied enough troops to dwarf even our great numbers from the war.
I see.
Yeah. So, not only did they convince Erebonia to de-arm and give them giant reparations and all that sort of stuff, they constantly increased their own military size wow, Erebonia, you're even dumber than I thought. Oh.
Surely you are aware of the extremely delicate position Crossbell finds itself in at present. If Erebonia, or even Calvert, were to try and intervene with force, well...
I am indeed aware. But how else is a head of state to respond when his territory is threatened?
The tower shall next rain judgment on the Calvert Republic's Baratier airbase.
See? Nice. The tower's giving nice warnings. Everyone can get out nice and safely. No one's going to get hurt.
Its divine lightning will spare not one thing as it turns its frame to dust. You have until 5 o'clock this evening to reconsider your stance.
Our military's general headquarters will be the next target if we do not act. I'm quite surprised as how much Erebonia is dragging its heels in light of the losses it has recently suffered.
A fortress that was entirely useless and empty got leveled.
I deeply regret the position your country has been placed in after a problem that erupted within our borders. But could you not give us a little more time to resolve this on our own? I assure you that we are not sitting idly by while your nation is threatened.
And I believe you. I have it on good authority that many capable hands have gathered in Crossbell. I would like to make our stance crystal clear. Refusing our gracious offer of support means you have also forfeited support from the Imperial Army. And given what is at stake, the deadline draws dangerously close. We will take action as we see fit.
President Gramhart, sir.
Yes, I fully understand that.
And all is well. The Republican Army stands ready to aid you, should you require it. I hope you will make the correct choice. Sooner rather than later, Mr. Speaker.
I wonder if we're supposed to view him as a baddie. Because I find him quite reasonable so far. Though it's easy to be reasonable when you find the actions of the others so dumb. And the acceptance enough. I made him very popular in the Republic. This being there's excuse to invade, but the tower changed everything. Management approaching it. This card has no downsides for them. Still uses an excuse to intervene and claim pride. Oh yeah, because Erebonia is apparently quite dumb about everything. For no reason. Should we request both the Republic and the Empire's aid after all? No! No lie, we don't have much choice. Borders. Let's kill its chance of re-independence for good. Actually, works to the Republic's advantage as well. Well, it is an important new military base. It can be rebuilt with ease, unlike Juno. Just don't give them time. Yeah, I was about to say. They're going out of their way to make it safe for everybody. Yeah, Erebonia got away. So when I say it's an unimportant fortress, Juno is a big fortress. However, it is on their far western side. They have absolutely no enemies on the west. There's no one who can make a viable naval invasion. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it would be like a military base in the Pacific or Pacific coast of, like, in California or something, got blown up, and all the enemy nations are on the Atlantic coast or bordering the Atlantic Ocean in some way. It's not that big a deal. 23 was out of the picture. So working in our favor. Might mean we've got enough time to take care of the tower ourselves. Not far and fewer of those. So it stays the city now compared to what's. Oh no, there's giant robots in the tower. Yeah. Maybe they did. Remember, we're dealing with a super intelligent AI. Which is where I went back to what I meant about everything being, yeah. Everything being predicted for. This too was our foe. It himself has a will of its own. Seems the position took it for themselves. Still don't know the villain. Know the answer? I was capable of more destruction than ever. The past row left unchecked.
I won't let that happen. Maybe whoever this is really thinks they're on some noble pursuit to bring eternal peace. But if you have to hold the entire continent hostage to maintain it, then how the hell is that true peace? How is that going to unite us? It's not going to unite anyone. We've worked too hard for this. I won't let this vice grip they think they have stop us from crossing the finish line.
Well said.
That's our Yuna.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I like how she said all that about, you can't force people to be at peace. Meanwhile, Calvert quietly building up their military the whole time.
We've stood up when knocked down 100 times. This is just 101. Because no matter how high the barrier, it'll never be enough to stop us.
Right. And all of us from Thor's will be right there to help you get over it. No, it's not just for you. I want things to go back to normal for myself just as much. I want to see a brighter tomorrow. And I want to see it together with the people I care about.
I wonder if that eye impacts his vision.
Yeah, we're right there with you.
Liberal's here to support you all we can too.
Crossbell and Erebonia are neighbors, yes. But it's more that we've overcome enough as a team, and we would never back out now.
Yeah, teamwork's made the dream work enough times before. So why wouldn't we help?
We, of course, are also here for you.
Damn, do you guys love these cute speeches. I'd bust one out too if I had one.
I'm sorry, Lecter. You're not a leader protag. You don't get the fun speeches. I'm sorry.
Yet for all we have on our side, there are still limits to what we can do. The real key to our success is her.
True. As long as Elysium plays such a large role, its former administrator is going to make or break this.
She's the best. Perhaps the only hope we have of seeing tomorrow.
Your name is Lapis, right? I hate to put this kind of pressure on you, but we're absolutely going to need you in this upcoming operation. Will you help us?
No.
What?
I said I'm not helping you.
You did not just say no.
Yeah, she's gonna obviously come around, but I'm curious to see how this plays out. I'm gonna lean my prediction. She's gonna say she's not helping them. She's gonna help either Rufus, or she wants to help the world. It's not them directly.
Read the room, Lapis.
That's how our girl is. She doesn't let anyone push her into doing what she doesn't want to.
It's not like we're bossing her around over something trivial.
She can't go, screw you guys, I'm out of here when the stakes are this damn high.
Are you saying no because you only want to help your friends?
No. I'd say the same thing to them. I'm not helping anyone. Because I'm the one who needs help.
There we go. Okay. All right.
Elysium is at the center of everything that's plaguing the continent. That means, as its former administrator, I have a duty to set things right. I wish to make this very clear. This isn't your problem that I'm saving. This is my problem that you're saving. So please, I need you to help me.
I mean,
Turn
cute.
it around, LP.
But
she is technically correct.
Does that technically matter?
No. And I'd argue at this point, it's everybody's problem.
Yes, it's a very important distinction.
Meanwhile, we did a false flag operation that killed innocent people of our own country. I mean, ignore that. I'm sorry, how much she's grown. Her friends have no doubt played a vital part in that. Your favorite too. We're his friends, but as Erebonians, we can't officially interfere in Crossbell's affair at the moment. I mean, there's the death satellite. Sorry, we're Erebonians. We can't interfere with this death satellite that just leveled one of our own fortresses. Was it, Reen? I really don't think it was. Yeah, it blew up an Erebonian fortress. There's problems all across the map. Just overcome it. I saw Josh never turned away a helping hand when they need it. Thor's never turned them away either. Nor did the SSS. Yeah, we're all gonna help Lapis. They ignored me. A little. Just a tiny bit. Okay, why? We're discussing what our present objective should be. Lapis, how exactly should we go about stopping the tower? Spirit veins exist in an entirely intangible state. It's a physical form through the tower's central terminal. Okay. Right now, you gotta smash the tower. Pretty expected. Use the tower's central, and I can warm myself directly to it. Yes. So my length should cease to function. All right. Let's be some sort of barrier while it draws new energy. The railway guns could break it. Take care of that barrier. The tower sits over a lake. Teeth. Great President Boy with the Courageous 2, so that one's out. One of the other Divine Knights.
And that something lies with me.
Oh. Oh, Vita, Claire, Aurelia. Oh, and we're getting some other fancy pants in. Vita. She says, Ruben, Rise, you're discussing how to overcome a new, overpowered weapon. You want to ever make a show of coming to save the day, Vita? Because you've never done 1,000 times yourself, grandmother. On the side of the person mainly involved. I'm helping because I have a personal grudge against the guy. I'm gonna skip up. I can this action, I might get in that action. You know what I mean? She wants to bang the other women. Starteria, Father Thomas. More Divine Knights. Or Divine, not Divine Knights. Gralsbitter. Congrats once I'm back in Crossbell. Puts himself here. Zone of luck. Inside the tower. Oh. I'm going to afford to be cautious with Elysium. Fair enough. Yeah, I might be able to listen. Of course, Commander Bells and Toa. Sure. Let's begin at once. Tower. Let's go for this grand finale. Rest recharge while turning the newly liberated crossbell. You know, okay, I can work on that. Your last chance to prepare. Got less than half a day. I was with the commander and the others who are forming a plan either way. Anyway, yeah, you guys are going to be responsible for doing that fighting once you're in the tower. Hands on should help us from here. Ooh, we get bikes. Carry this glass around by the way. My mask will draw too much attention walking around the city. That's for everything. Oh, I love it. They'll never tell who I am with my fancy shades. Makes sense, I guess. Wait, Lloyd Rufus. Can I have you, detective? You sure look like you have something to say. Since the Pantagruel before the war.
Think of it as my personal apology to you for Operation Birdcage. We will be recalling our troops from Michelin as well. Why don't you enjoy yourselves there one last time?
I'd like to thank you for the consideration. Not half as much as I'd like to deck you in the face.
So mean, Lloyd. Ah, if you're hoping to try and make good on what you said, I would not be opposed to humoring you. There are better ways to use what precious little time we have left. To agree. That's why I think it would be fruitful for you to travel around Crossbow with us. Can't change the past, but during the operation we'll be fighting as on the same team. We spent together, preparing together. These, I think, we'll find it back to back one another up if things get dicey. What do you say? Lloyd. Should Lloyd's view of the matter? 6 Lieutenant high for you to be petty. Yeah. Always look at the big picture. We'd like to come along too. They have their own purposes to make, so they won't be joining us, but we can learn as much as we can of the place. Just see the strength of Crossbell's people. To witness how even in times of hopeless as these, we never give up. See no reason to refuse. Orexia, maybe? RX? That's a funny story. I tried to kill them. We're part of a secret assassins club.
Yes? I'm all ears if there's something you want to say.
Your name is Lloyd Bannings, right? I think it was you after all. Who was what?
Did he do something?
I performed one last prediction of the future, just before control of Elysium was stolen from me, and that briefly showed me someone who I think was you.
Wait.
Is something going to happen to him? Please, don't worry. I didn't see a vision of him dying or anything.
That's good, because he's already died once. And we had to rewrite time to keep him alive.
What I saw was very fragmented. So I can't be sure exactly what it meant. But I feel as though it was telling me that you are the only one capable of unraveling the truth behind all of this.
Me?
Yes. You are the only one who fulfills all of the conditions. But all I saw was this possible future's conclusion. I didn't see what steps would lead up to making it happen.
Sure wish we had a few more details to go on.
That's a useless prophecy then.
But that's a hard story to ignore given Elysium's ability to predict the future.
Okay. I'll keep what you said in mind. Thanks for telling me, Lapis. I'm sure we'll need all the help you can give once this whole thing kicks off, too.
I thought I told you that this is my problem that you're saving?
What if this is their way to try and get around the idea that everything's predicted? Oh, we don't know. See? She doesn't know.
So you did.
Sitting on town's rooftop. Alright. Oh. Stratum 4. Must have happened. Alright. And for the entirety of Crosswestern party members in town, you'll be able to see them up for a chat. Ooh. When on highways or in dungeons. Ooh. Actual party members. His covert shades. Alright, let's go to the corridor.
Warning to all visitors. Elysium has attempted to interfere with this space 4,096 times.
Ooh, that's, I believe, an exponential number of 2. 512, 1,024, 2,048, 4,096. Yeah, it is an exponent of 2. It's very mathy. I like it.
These increased failed attempts prove that the interference with the laws of causality outside this space is at a critical point. Conclusion: limited permissions to retain memories outside of this world must be granted to combat further attempts.
Let's press it all once.
Accessing Reverie Corridor Management System. Adjusting awareness suppression processes.
Hold on. What is this name happening? Something just happened. I know this feeling. My memories are back. Mine too. I was on the brink of a crisis this entire time. Not sure it's just me. There's still time for hope to prevail. Alright. Go and flip the switch on memories while we're awake. My head's still spinning.
The action was deemed necessary to raise chances of controlling the crisis unfolding in the outside world.
See? Puppets.
Elysium cannot be allowed to alter the laws of causality. Visitors will still be unable to retain the memories of the Reverie Corridor upon exiting.
Compromise on.
Permissions now granted to enter the Reverie Corridor's 4th stratum. May you seize the hope to overcome the impossible over the course of your trials.
Alright. We've been given since we got here. This was for this. Yeah, a pivotal moment we've been training for is much closer than we thought. Memories back means we already know what we need to do. Stop them for Crosswell and for the entire world! Use it. Alright. Last chance to steel ourselves for the final battle. See it's changed. And we're now exploring as we can get more gold ceiling stones. Zeit. Oh.
Trade phantasmal shards.
3,000, eh? 4th stratum. 5 guardians. 17 daydream.
Confirming rank points accumulated. Liberation rank unchanged.
fine.
New contents available.
Palm Party upgrade. Alright, well. Wait a minute. He wants to play cards? Amazing. We'll do that next time, though. Oh, actually, one thing to do while we're here.
I bet we could...
Gonna try and catch us a shark.
A bite. This'll be good.
There he is. Hey, buddy.
Look
Yo!
at the size of this baby.
A glutinous shark. Well, it's a glutton shark, but still. Alright. More fish caught. Lots of people to talk to. But I'm gonna go play Palm Party. Thank you for watching, everyone. Share your thoughts. I hope some of you can understand my frustration with the game's constant raise the stakes, then assure that everything's fine.
Okay.
Tendencies. It really takes the threat out of these problems. Oh well. Bye.